The Allegory of Unfaithful Jerusalem, found in Ezekiel chapter 16. The entire allegory is quite long, so I can't read it outright, but I will summarize it and read some verses. Essentially, the Lord does tell Ezekiel, go to Israel and say this. And the allegory is of a baby being born in blood and cast into the field alone. The baby is Israel, and God walks by and decides to take care of the baby. No one looked on you with pity or had compassion enough to do any of these things for you. Rather, you were thrown out into an open field. For the day you were born, you were despised. Then I passed by and saw you kicking about in your blood, and as you lay there in your blood, I said to you, live. And then he takes care of the baby, and she grows up. And he adorns her in gold and silver, fine jewelry, a crown, fine clothes, linen. And she becomes very beautiful and becomes a queen, as it says. And you became very beautiful and rose to be a queen. And your fame spread among the nations on account of your beauty, because of the splendor I had given you, made you beautifully perfect, declares the sovereign Lord. But you trusted in your beauty and used your fame to become a prostitute. So this is where it flips now. She was raised up to become a queen. Israel was raised up to become the focal point of the world. And then she became a prostitute. And Israel began to abuse her splendor. You engaged in prostitution with the Egyptians, your lustful neighbors, and provoked me to anger with your increasing promiscuity. So I stretched out my hand against you and reduced your territory. I gave you over to your greed and to your enemies, the daughters of the Philistines, who were shocked by your lewd conduct. That's who he gave the land to, the daughters of the Philistines. You engaged in prostitution with the Assyrians too, because you were insatiable. And even after that, you were still not satisfied. Then you increased your promiscuity to include even Babylonia, a land of merchants. But even with this, you were not satisfied. How weak-willed you are, declares the sovereign Lord. When you do all these things, you act like a brazen prostitute. But she was raised innocent and pure, and then becomes, at the height of glory as a queen, Israel became the focal point of the world. And then she fell into prostitution, which means she fell into idols and incorrect theology, wrong practices, and would start to shrink and be destroyed.